Okay, it's the worked activity on page 89, worked activity number 1. So to start off, I have drawn a little plus. I'm starting off with the bottom of the actual parachute itself, which is 50 millimeters wide. So I've drawn a horizontal line, measured across 25 and 50, because I need to draw an arc or a semicircle. Okay, so that will be my center point for my semicircle. So therefore I can draw in my arc. Okay, the next thing then, I'm going to follow the information from the page. So I'm going to step down by 25 millimeters from the center of that semicircle, and that will give me to the top of the box. Draw my horizontal line. The box is 26 millimeters by 26 millimeters, so half of that will be 13. So if I step out by 13 millimeters either side, it means I have the complete width of it centered as well. And again, if I step down by 26 millimeters and by 13, again, construction lines are fine, so keep everything in light pencil to start with, and then we can fill in the heavier detail as we know it is the finished details. So here's the parcel, and then for the ropes to attach the parcel to the parachute itself, we join the center at the top of the box to either end, and then to finish that off, we're going to draw the pattern of the parachute at the top, which is the radius of the end point here to the very center at the top, arc produced coming down, and then we flip that over to the other side and you get the same pattern on the other side. That's how that is created. Now the next thing is we have to identify point P, which is here, and P1 we need to find. So we're told that P1 is at a 30-degree angle. So I'll find my 30-degree angle and I'll draw it from P to P1 at 30 degrees like so, and then the distance is 85 millimeters. Now as I've explained before, P to P1 is the distance, angle and direction that determines the movement of all of the other points. A bit like a maths question, guys, you have to prove that you understand the movement of translation, and so therefore by moving one point and redrawing the whole thing is not going to be good enough. You have to move all of the points and translate them as if they were on an escalator, okay, going down to a different floor. So 30 degrees is our key angle, so everything is going to move by 30 degrees. So my four corners of the parcel will all move at 30 degrees. So I'm bringing the four corners of the parcel down at 30 degrees. The distance that they will travel is what? What's the distance determined by P to P1? 85. 85, excellent. So I draw 85. So every point must then be translated or moved by the same amount. If we've done that correctly, we should be able to form a horizontal line across. So there's my parcel translated down. Okay. all of the distances acquired, all of the distances proven and shown, and I just need to do the points of the actual parachute itself now next, which will come down at 30 degrees. And again, if this is done correctly, the same size should apply. And for some of the drawing you will have to redraw it, but for most of the parts I have drawn them down the same angle, direction and distance as P to P1. So from here to here is 85, from there to there is 85, and I'm just going to redraw or join up points that are already found. And that is how we complete translation. The D is the direction, D is the distance, and A is the angle, and that was all determined from P to P1. You'll notice it's the same image, just translated or moved from one position to the next.